Good morning. Welcome back to the Retirement Report. I'm Hank Parrott, your host. With me today, I've had the pleasure of having Frank Borger-Gilligan. He is the Assistant Commissioner for Securities with the Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance, and Chris Clousey, who is the Director of Financial Services Investigations. Now, this is one of those areas when it gets into investigations. We were talking a little bit about the difference between the Department of Labor passed what's known as a fiduciary rule, but basically in this act, and it went into law July 1st, I think, right? But won't be enforced until January 1st. The biggest thing here is understanding the difference between the two standards. One, in the broker-dealer system with registered reps, that of suitability, and with insurance people for the most part, same thing, that of suitability. And the other being that of acting in the best interests of your clients, okay? And that best interest standard. And this is where registered investment advisors are fiduciaries. And a fiduciary, basically, whether you're talking about in a power of attorney or someone that you're working with, you can find out these things. You can check on them. You can see if they're in fact registered with state SEC, and if in fact they have that fiduciary standard and are acting in your best interest. And that's the standard. They have to act in the best interest of the client, putting it ahead of all others, including their own. When you get complaints, do you find that with regard to suitability, that type of thing where you have to handle your investigation based on whether that's an investment advisor and that higher standard of best interest versus that of suitability?
When we have suitability issues, it's usually about a particular investment, whether that investment is suitable to that individual.
Okay.
But I think generally, overall, we see that often people don't understand whether they're investing through a registered rep or an investment advisor. So they don't understand that there's a difference between a fiduciary standard and a suitability standard. Right. But I think there's a presumption that who they're investing with has a fiduciary standard, fiduciary duty, and that's not always the case. You know, in the case of broker dealers, as of right now, it's a suitability standard.
Yeah.
So
this is, and you can easily, again, you can check this. You know, you can contact the state. I'm going to give it to you, Chris, on that number, 615-741-7400. 741-7400. You can call, you can get more information, you can ask. In fact, you can get the background of the person you're working with. You can find out if there's been complaints filed or any kind of actions taken that they've, you know, gotten in trouble before, whatever. You can find all that out just by calling that number. They can guide you in the right direction, all right? Each week, we try to bring you new and different things. We try to help you make sure you can maintain your standard of living, quality of life. Hope this has been helpful to you this week, and I hope you'll join us here each and every week on the Retirement Report.